सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Chapter 16, verse number 3. तेजः क्षमा धृतिः शौचम् अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत. Lord Krishna enumerating the divine virtues one has to imbibe for spiritual upliftment. One has to do introspection about oneself. How far I am spiritually worthy. Before going to become spiritual worthy, first we have to introspect ourselves how much I am life worthy. How much I am life worthy. Car must be road worthy. Ship must be water worthy. Plane must be air worthy. Human life must be life worthy. Without becoming life worthy, one cannot become spiritual worthy. Worthy means qualified enough, fit enough to be a spiritual person. I want to lead a spiritual life. I want to align myself with Lord. That is spiritual life. Just desire cannot give that or fulfill that what I desire, but I have to deserve. I have to deserve myself. Desire is easy. Desire, it happens in the mind. But to become deserved for that, there is an effort. Not ordinary effort, lot of effort. Sometimes it is painful also. We have to undergo certain situations. For simple thing, if you see a fan, whatever you use, a table fan or ceiling fan, in that fan there are two principles. One is visible principle, another is invisible principle. In that fan, we never notice it. In that fan, there are two principles. One is visible, another is invisible. Visible is that grass, body, fan, wings, rod, whole thing. It is a visible thing. But there is some other principle which is invisible. You know that. Electricity. Electricity is the invisible principle behind that fan. Now tell me, which principle is important? To move, the fan to move, which principle is important? No, both are important. Both are important. Invisible principle, electricity is also important. visible principle, that gross fan also is important. And not only that, that fan to function as a fan, it must have proper, its parts must be intact. There are some parts, even table fan, you have a lot of adjustments. You have to operate certain things to bend forward, to make straight, or to oscillation. All those, there are some switches, some plugs you have to switch on. So everything must be intact. And it must be clean also. It should not be dirty. And a simple thing, we keep that fan very clean, and every switch has to function properly. Then that invisible principle and this visible fan principle both work together, and they give what? Fan. Just to enjoy that fan. But two principles, how important they are. To just get that air. An ordinary, this fan itself, it needs that much. Now what about this life fan? This is also it has got two principles. Body has also got two principles. One is visible body, and invisible, that mind is also there. Subtle body and gross body, these two, one principle, put together one principle. Anatma. And there is invisible principle, that. O-C, Atma. So the life-worthy, this body to be life-worthy, this person, so and so person must be life-worthy. And how many knobs he has to correct here. Physical body is also important. Subtle body is also important. I have to keep intact. Then that principle, invisible principle, both put together, this visible principle and invisible principle put together, this body will become life-worthy. This human will become life-worthy. This human being will become life-worthy. Otherwise, he will become or she will become unworthy. Unworthy means what? Creating problems in the family and the society. That's why Swami Chinmayananda says, it seems, first person has to become animal man to man. That animal nature should not be there, he has to become man. Then from man to, he has to become divine man or divine person. So therefore, when we are introspecting ourselves, we need not feel guilty. What are all unnecessary weaknesses are there in us? We know that. Very much we know what are all our weaknesses at all levels. Body level, physical level, emotional level, intellectual level. We know our limitations, we know our weaknesses. This introspection should not create any guilt in us. This introspection, in Sanskrit, if you want to know, introspection means antah pariksha chintanam. Antah pariksha chintanam. Examining myself, my inner personality. My internal mind personality. Antah pariksha chintanam. This antah pariksha chintanam should help me to grow further and further in my life. This antah pariksha chintanam, introspection, help me to grow spiritually, step by step, every moment it has to help me. Introspection is not to develop guilt. Therefore, I need not feel bad if I have any weakness. Generally, we do not know there is a black spot in our eyes. Everyone is having black spot in the eyes. But eyes cannot see that black spot. Eyes cannot see the black spot, but there is a black spot in the eyes. Similarly, every person is able to see the black spots in others. And black spots means weaknesses, negative things, behavior and all, pointing out in others. But we never notice that. In us only there are many weaknesses. Therefore, Krishna Paramatma want to guide the people who are all seekers, those who want Sreyo Kankshinaha, who desire for moksha, they must be guided properly. They must be guided with a proper, what you can, torch bearer. Torch bearer means you must have some light in front of you, how to travel my spiritual journey, how it should be. So therefore Lord Krishna says, this Daivi Sampat, divine qualities, are the main virtues, are the prerequisites for a spiritual journey. Adhato dharma jignasa. I said in the last class, whole karma kanda, Purva Bhaga of Veda, we have divided it into 3, I said. Rituals, karma, and next one, values, virtues. Values also pointed out there. And final one, attitudes, bhavana, in the form of upasanas. Rituals, attitudes, and values. Once you are qualified in Dharma Shastra, values, then Brahma Sutra lo Athato Brahma Jignasa Ataha Brahma Jignasa. May you inquire into Brahman. Therefore, then. Atha means therefore. Therefore means wherefore. Since you have already crossed this Dharma Shastra, you are well versed in Dharma Shastra values, your life is an embodiment of virtues, values, atha, because you have sufficiently gone through Dharma Shastra. Atha. Then ataha. Then. Atha, ataha. This is first sutra of Brahma Sutra. Vyasacharya says, now you are fit enough to do inquiry into Brahman. Therefore, then you are fit for na. Therefore, then na. Since you have completed 26 virtues, Bhagavan Krishna enumerating, all these 26 virtues you have karachi kudiche, na? Karachi kudiche na. You cannot go wrong in your life. Dharmam அடைப்படையில் தான் இருப்போம் லைஃப் ஃபுல்லா. When Shastra is, Vedanta Shastra is very much confident towards you, ataha, then you take up Brahmana Anveshana. How difficult it is, With this so much confidence, Veda is inviting us, Vedanta inviting. நமக்கு எத்தனை குவாலிஃபிகேஷன்ஸும் இருக்கோ தெரியல, அந்த பகவானுக்கு தான் தெரியணும். That's why in the Purva Mimamsa it says Athato Dharma Jignasa. Now you take up Dharma Shastra and Dharma Jignasa. So Lord Krishna is talking about Dharma Jignasa here. Why 13th chapter, 14th chapter, 15th chapter is Brahma Jignasa? அந்த பிரம்ம ஜிக்னாசா அது புரியலன்னா எங்கேயோ தகராறு இருக்கப்பா. Suppose you have not received or assimilated, better to check up, monitor, introspect. How many you have these qualities? We have completed first shloka and second shloka elaborately. I am going to very, very slowly because these are very important. In this third shloka, we are seeing the third shloka. Tejaha kshama dhritihi shaucham. Before going to Tejaha, we saw briefly Before that, I would like to give one or two points about this hrihi. Hrihi means feeling shame in doing wrong things. Hrihi. Hrir, bhrihi. And like that mantra comes. Hrihi means feeling shame to do wrong things. Vekkapadanam. We need not feel shame to wear that religious marks. Religious marks means wearing vibhuti is a religious mark. Wearing nama is a religious mark. Wearing chandan kumkum is a religious mark. Wearing yajnopaveetam is a religious mark. Wearing that thali is a religious mark. Wearing that kaaluk mitti, no? That is the religious mark. These are all religious symbols. Wearing bindi is a religious symbol. I need not feel shame to wear that. But where I have to feel shame? To say lies, I have to feel shame. To hurt others, I have to feel shame. To cheat others, I have to feel shame. To exploit others, I have to feel shame. To blame others, I have to feel shame. Vekkapadanam. And the shame irundha enna ahuna, because of that shame, I can avoid certain wrong things, wrong actions. And the shame that in other Sanskrit word is called lajja, I said. One lady, author, she wrote a book. I don't know how many of you know that. One Muslim author wrote a book on that lajja ane title kuduthirukkan. You are not reading paper, I think so. Okay. I am only reading. And it became a big controversy. That is called shame. If you do a wrong thing, you have to feel about it and show shame of it. What will happen when I have shame to do wrong things? I avoid, I postpone at least, I don't do. When I avoid, I postpone them, by that time I will get time to understand viveka, discrimination, so that by understanding I avoid them. Before doing that, that shame has to be there in middle. Shame ille, understanding ille, enna pannuva? Commit wrong things. So the shame is there like a barricade. It is like a Lakshmana Rekha. Until I understand that. What are the consequences I am going to face if I do this, which are wrong. So therefore that shame is important. Edikku vekkapadanam, adikku vekkapadanam. We need not feel to say ourselves as we are Hindus. I follow. I wear bindi, I wear kumkum, I wear chandan, I wear vibhuti, I wear all my religious marks. I don't feel shame in that. But I feel shame to do wrong things. So that by that time, these are wrong things, because of this, I should not do. That is understanding. That is called hrihi. It is a virtue. நம்ம சொன்னா எதுக்கு வெக்கப்படக்கூடாது, யூ ஷுட் நாட் ஃபீல் ஷேம். எதுக்கு வெக்கப்படக்கூடாதுன்னு சொன்னா நல்லது பண்றதுக்கு வெக்கப்படக்கூடாதுன்னு சொன்னாங்க. யூ ஷுட் ஃபீல் டு ஷேம் டு வேர் ட்ரெஸ் ஹாஃப் ட்ரெஸ்டு. யூ ஷுட் ஃபீல் ஷேம் டு வேர் ஹாஃப் ட்ரெஸ். ஹாஃப் ட்ரெஸ் பீப்புள் ஆர் வேரிங். அதுக்கு வெக்கப்படணும். கவரிங் த ஹோல் பாடி இஸ் மரியாதா. Is a maryada. Maryada means what? It is a boundary, it is a seaman. That's called maryada. You are in your own limits. Covering your own body, as much as possible when come to the public, especially, you have to cover. It became a big controversy. Swamini, ninga Vedantam padikirela, newspaper padikirela. Why I am telling hrihi in the point, context kaga solren. Once you don't have hrihi, You forget about that and you just go to the society objects. Society cannot tolerate. So therefore, I must always look the people, society, environment. I must be very careful. Hey Arjuna, Hrihi. That is a virtue. Freedom from, Hrihi means modesty. Now this third verse, Tejaha, we saw, it is not Sharira Kanti. Tejaha means ரொம்ப தேஜஸா இருக்கு உன ஃபேஸ். ரொம்ப தேஜஸ் இருக்கு அவர் ஃபேஸ்லன்னா என்ன தேஜஸ்? எக்ஸ்டர்னல் காந்தியா? Shankaracharya says it's not external outside kanti anything, but it's not Sharira Kanti, but it is smartness. We call it as smartness or boldness. Able to handle the situation, able to take decisions in a very short time. That is called Tejaha. He never or she never used. It's like anything to handle. You need not unnecessary shout. You need not waste your energy. Like using a bullet on the ant. And an ant, one ant is there. Do you like to use that bullet on the ant? What do you do? சொன்னாலே போயிடும். அதுக்கு புல்லட் எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணணும்? அது மாதிரி சின்ன சின்ன விஷயத்துக்கு we should not waste our energy. We should not shout at others. We have to use how much energy we have to use where. We should know that. That is called, that skill is called Tejaha, valor. And deliberately I take up, if necessary, I can take violent methods also if necessary. If necessary. Violent methods, if necessary, deliberately, I have to take under certain conditions. That's what Lord Krishna teach here. Okay, violence means not for your whims and fancy's sake you do himsa or hurting others. But deliberately, where it is necessary, certain violence, certain violent decisions you have to take. Otherwise, how Krishna asked Arjuna to fight in the battlefield? Come on, Yudhyasvana. There is necessary violence. Necessary violence. Sometimes you have to shout at others. To the things to be done, to get the things to be done, you have to shout. I am very sadhu. I am so calm. I am so quiet. Things cannot be done. அது அப்படியே இருக்கும். So very difficult to take decision. At that time, teacher, guru, mother cannot come and take. Now you have to take this decision. Who will tell you? Learn and keep it, everything in your pocket. Okay, in your mind. That is called Tejaha. Kshama. Kshama means perseverance. Krodhasya anutpatti. Kshama means, suppose you got anger, Kopam vandachi, but you don't want to express that anger. That is called Kshama. Anger happens, but Kshama is a deliberate practice. When you get anger, that is the situation, there is a possibility of himsa. Verbal himsa. Verbally you hurt others, or physically you hurt others, or things you spoil, or mentally hurting. That is, that Krodha does this. Kama yesha, Krodha yesha, Rajoguna samudbhaha, Mahashano mahapapma. The Krodha also is going to come. Kshama here, suppose your child is crying. Your child means grandson or somebody is crying. What generally parents say? If you cry further more, I will give one. I will give one more. I will give one more, not chocolate. I will give one more means I will give one more beating in mind. Then a child, what is a child say? Stopping, crying. No cry. Child swallows that whole thing in the inside. And that will be bottled up inside. Bottled. Bottled means what? Keeping inside. One day it burst out now. The child. That's why child, you have to allow the child to cry. A cry is a let out. Even elders are also crying sometimes. Let them cry. We need not pity of them. That cry is a type of emotion. It is a let out. Whole that inside, whatever is bottled, that will just go out. It's a good. So therefore, the kshama, the perseverance is that you have to develop. Once the anger arises inside, you should not express it, but you have to dissolve it in a proper manner. That's perseverance and kshama, porumai and chulva. Then dhritihi now. Managing anger. No? Krodha. Kshama means managing anger which has already come. Which has already come, that anger you are managing. By enjoying a mind, at that time also when you are having kshama, by enjoying such a mind with understanding. Why I am keeping this anger submissive, not expressing, not suppressing. Like அந்த சிவனுக்கு வச்சுட்டார் பாருங்க, உள்ளவும் போகக்கூடாது விஷம், வெளியும் வரக்கூடாது. If it comes out also, problem. If it goes inside also, problem. So he kept everything here. அது மாதிரி that our anger also we should keep always here. முடியலையே சுவாமின்னு. If you express problem, you suppress also problem. Suppress panna psychological or psychosomatic ailments will come. If you express means a lot of things will get spoiled. Relations first spoil. If you express the anger, relations will go away. But mostly we do either this or that. But we never keep. No? Healthy way we have to keep. That is called kshaman. Healthy way you have to maintain. Now, dhritihi means capacity to continue in the difficult situations. Whatever you have undertaken, that you have to continue. That is called dhritihi. This is another type of perseverance. Kshama means exactly we can take it as a patience. This dhriti means continuation of that. I should not always feel I am so patient, I am so much, I have this, that feeling should not come. Some people have a lot of patience and they go on praising themselves. எனக்கு ரொம்ப பொறுமை சுவாமினி, எனக்கு ரொம்ப பொறுமையாக தான் இருக்கணும், எனக்கு பொறுமைன்னு 10 வாட்டி சொல்லிக்க கூடாது நாம. So so dhritihi, like they are given an example. That shloka says, yatha kanduka patena utpatati aryaha patannapi. Beautiful shloka. Yatha kanduka patena, just as the rubber ball. Yatha kandukamanna ball. Patena utpatati aryaha patannapi. A noble person fall in his life. So many failures he faced. Utpatati aryaha patannapi. Even though he falls, he fails in his life, he gets up. And he'll move forward in his life. Who is noble person, mature person. Whereas some people, tathatu anaryaha, who is not mature, anaryaha means immature, not noble, immature person, patati mrutpinda patanam yatha. Mrutpinda, the clay ball. Suppose you keep the clay ball in this hand and rubber ball in this hand. and you put the rubber ball down forcefully, what happens? It comes up. What about the clay ball you put down? It cannot come even an inch. Clay ball. So a mature person is like a rubber ball. Going down is failure is going downwards. Censure, criticism, had to face so many things in the life. But he will pick up again the next thread, what to do, how to take up this, a challenge. But whereas this person, life any failure comes, what? Next thing is potassium. They take potassium, cyanide, or some suicide, all thoughts will come. Immature person anartha. Anaryaha. Be as an aryaha, like a rubber ball. Madri. Life. That is called dhriti. That is called dhriti, capacity, fortitude. Continuing the sadhanas in spite of obstacles. Life la epovume disappointment annade kadiyadu. So what is disappointment? Disappointment is nothing but an appointment with every situation. Nama definition. Disappointment is nothing but an appointment with the new situations in our life. Isn't it? It's common, very natural. Then, next one. You are putting number, I hope. Now 23 over. 24th one. How many values? Shaucham. Shaucha means purity, cleanliness, or orderliness. Bahya shaucham, antah shaucham. Bahya means external, antaha means inside. This purity at outer level, physical purity is required. Whatever you are using also must be pure, clean enough. Surroundings must be clean. The things what we are using must be clean. That's why we are struggling to keep these things clean. Every day morning bath is what? Cleaning. Thank God, so that we can sit next to the other person. Wearing clean dress. இதெல்லாம் நல்லா தெரியும். பாஹ்ய சௌச்சம் பற்றி சொல்ல வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை. பட் அந்த சௌச்சம் யூ ஹாவ் டு திங்க் ஓவர். தட் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அந்த சௌச்சம் மீன்ஸ் శౌచంకి ఆపోజిట్ ఇస్ అశౌచం. అశౌచం మీన్స్ ఇంప్యూరిటీ. ఇంప్యూరిటీ అకార్డింగ్ టు శాస్త్ర, అజ్ఞానం ఈజ్ ఇంప్యూరిటీ. Ignorance is impurity. Atma ajnanam eva ashaucham. Not knowing oneself, one's real nature is called impurity. Amangalam. Snanam pannina mangalam. Snanam pannalana ashaucham, amangalam. Snanam pannamal vipudi vechikkurama vechika maatam generally. Snanam pannamal pooja panna maatam. That's ashaucham. Similarly, to do puja, to worship, this is a bhavana. How can I worship the Lord with impure mind? With full of wrong notions, wrong sandeham, doubts, ajnanam as well as doubts. Samshaya is another type of impurity. Ellame doubting nature da. This is the biggest impurity. Always doubting others. Either near and dear people or outside people, doubting. And next comes viparyaya, is also a type of impurity. Viparyaya means brahma, seeing one thing as other. Not seeing the things as they are. It is called viparyaya. Habitual wrong notions. Intellectual level. These three are impurities at intellectual level. Because we have seen thoroughly at the body level, mental level also, impurities. Kamam, Krodham, Lobham, Moham, Madam, Atsaryas are all impurities. You know that. So I don't want to tell that, but I want to give this intellectual impurities also as an impurity. It is very, very subtlest, because Vijnanamaya Kosha is more subtler than Manomaya Kosha. So we know how only Annamaya Kosha cleaning. Morning breakfast, lunch, dinner, taking rest. Idella theriyum Swamini, nalla theriyum. Manasu kuda edo Gita class attend pannirkom. Now we are so little bit better. That's why Gita student has got more responsibility than anybody else. Immediately people ask you. Suppose you shout at anyone, if you behave wrong way, immediately you are going to Swamini class, no? And if they bring Swamini, you will get more wild. Why is the middle of Swamini? And we'll shout at them more. That's what I am asking. You are studying Bhagavad Gita. Why you are so angry now? Bhagavad Gita padchina kopa marakoda adilliyo. They'll ask. And you feel bad. Then what do? Often you are getting anger and they are questioning you. You stop coming to Bhagavad Gita. We should not do like that, no? See, if you commit mistake, 100 times, 99 times anger comes, one time only I am able to manage without anger. You are successful, I tell you. 99 times you are failed, not showing anger outside, you have failed. Doesn't matter. It is a mistake. Doesn't matter. Shastra says that only. You need not feel bad. Even one time you are successful, that is a great achievement. Why? Puja Swamiji says, Dayananda Swamiji, see, who will commit mistake? Animals cannot commit mistake. Animals never commit mistake. Why? They do not know how to commit mistake. They don't have free will, they don't have choice, their life is programmed. They live just what the programmed life. God will never do mistakes because He is God. Who will do mistakes? We the human beings, privilege, great privilege. No? It's a privilege for me to commit mistakes. But it is not privilege to repeat the mistake. Clear? It's not privilege to repeat the mistake knowingly, deliberately. Because of my previous vasanas, because of my weakness, suppose I am not able to manage myself, suppose I commit any mistakes, nothing wrong. That's why Lord Krishna says, even a great sinner also I will protect him, Lord Krishna says. If he recognize, I am ready to protect him. Okay, committing mistakes, there is nothing wrong in that, but we should not repeat it. We have to, recognition is half solution. Recognition is half solution. We need not feel guilt at all. Whatever sins we have done in our previous years, we do not know, knowingly or unknowingly, I need not feel guilty all the time. Ippudu pannitane, kimahagam sadhuna karavam, kimahagam papama karavam iti. Then Taittiriya Upanishadula varum. நான் ஏன் இப்படி பண்ணிட்டேன் பண்ணாமல் இருக்கலாம், இப்படி நினைச்சு என்ன பிரயோஜனம், இப்படி பண்ணாமலே இருப்பா, அதுதான் லைஃப். தவிர that person sarvakrit papebhyah, even though he is a sinner, greatest sinner, he need not feel bad. There is a room to grow. It's what important. Every person, every human, err is human, they say, no? Err is human. To forgive is more humane. You have to forgive. That is called forgiveness. What Rama said? When Ravana came, Iniki poi, Naliki va. All people looking at Rama. Ravana came, why you left him? giving a long rope to that person who is committing mistake. It has got its own. You cannot pull the spring fully. உடஞ்சி போயிடும் ஒரு நாளுக்கு இல்லையா? You give a long margin, long rope to other person. Let them exhaust their whole thing now. Energy. They feel tired afterwards. Until that you should have kshama. Dhriti. விடக்கூடாது. Anything. Life like at any time, at any situation. This is called virtue. That person alone can withstand, especially in spiritual journey. மோட்சம் அவனை சீக்கிரம் வராது. இவ்வளவு virtues வேணும். This is called inner purity. Raga dvesha rahitam. That's a prarabhyatena khalu vigna bhayena nichehina. Immature people, weak-minded people, they will not start at all because of obstacles. Prarabhyatena khalu vigna bhayena. விக்னம் வந்துடுமோ, இது பண்ண சரி ஆகுமோ ஆகாதுன்னு ஒன்றும் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாமலே இருக்கேன். One person says, I never faced any failure at all in my life. Appa, what a great person. How is it possible? I have never undertaken anything in my life. I have never undertaken any adventure in my life. Therefore, where is the question of failure? What is the great thing in that? But whereas, muhurmuhu pratihanyamanaha uttama janaha na parityajanti. Again and again, even though obstacles are coming, a uttama janaha means the noble people, great person, mature person will never leave that what he has undertaken. Failures may come, but he never leaves it. That is what uttama janaha. Neecha janaha, they will give up. Madhyama janaha, they will take up and they will drop. 3 types. Adhama, madhyama, uttama. Adhama will never start out of fear. Obstacles, fear. Madhyama jana start. Arambha suratvam starts and obstacles vandavadane stop. Uttama jana, good people, start, continue, in spite of failures, in spite of obstacles, and they go ahead. That is called internal purity. We never thought this is also purity. Dhriti goes along with purity, internal, intellectual purity, strength. With no doubt at all, I go ahead. I go ahead, not on the head. Okay. Then adrohaha, absence of ill will. Adroha is a type of ahimsa again. Droha means himsa. Adroha. See, illogical thinking, irrational thinking is also impurity. So, no satisfaction. I want to say some more. Illogical thinking, irrational thinking is also an impurity at intellectual level. Most of the time we are having this only. Illogical thinking, irrational thinking. Why? Because of attachment. Because of possessive nature. Because of aversion, because of raga, dvesha, we always have a logical thinking. This type, we never try to develop our discrimination. Because this raga, dvesha covers our discrimination. Raga, dvesha, attachment and aversion covers our discrimination not to function. Function e kammi, idi jaasti vela panna vidad. This is called appointment with yourself. Whole 16th chapter is nothing but, especially these 3 verses, are nothing but appointment with yourself, with your inner personality. With your inner personality. If I don't face myself, my inner personality, I have to face a lot of drugs in future. Any person is not ready to face or having appointment with himself or oneself, with his own inner personality, he will get frustration, depression, oppression, suppression in life and addicted to so many types of escapism. He wants to escape. in the form of drug addiction. That's why you see people, why their drug addiction comes in, they are not able to face themselves. That's why it is a long-term process. You have to cultivate these virtues to face the life situations, adverse situations at any time without a damage in my life. டேமேஜ் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒன்றும் திங்க் பண்ணி பிரயோஜனம் கிடையாது. டேமேஜ் ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே ஐ ஹாவ் டு புட் த ஃபவுண்டேஷன் ஸ்ட்ராங். பில்டிங் எல்லாம் கட்டினதுக்கு அப்புறம் விடுமோன்னு நினைக்கக்கூடாது. பில்டிங் கட்டுறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே ஃபவுண்டேஷன் ஸ்ட்ராங்காக போடணும். இந்த லைஃப் பில்டிங் ஓகே, இந்த லைஃப் பில்டிங்குக்கு ஃபவுண்டேஷன் என்ன தெரியுமா? 26 foundation stones. All these virtues are foundation stones. Foundation stones never appear outside. Palace is so wonderful, beautiful. Life is so beautiful when virtues are, foundation stones are very strong. That's why people's life is so because foundation is not strong. Foundation must be strong. Adrohaha. Inclination to violence is also called droha. You may not put into practice externally droham. Even inclination to harm others is called droha. And the inclination kuda varamal irukkiradhu da adroham nu artham. Adrohaha. Himsa vasana kuda irukkodadu. Adrohaha. How difficult, absence of ill will, even himsa, that vasana manasukulla kuda varakodadu, inclination kuda irukkodadu. Nati manita, na atimanita. Atimanita means humility, absence of pride. Manita means this person do not know what is namaskara. Namaskaram eppadi pannuva ani keppa, adida manita, pride anamata, lot of pride. Na manita amanita or atimanita, na atimanitanam, humility, nati manita. Atyartham manaha atimanaha yasya vidyate saha atimani. Pride jastiya irukku anamata, top to bottom. But when he is free, tad bhavaha atimanita tad abhavaha, absence of pride. Absence of pride is called natimanita. Freedom from the thought that oneself is worthy to worship. Freedom from the thought that everyone should worship me, everyone should recognize me, everyone should appreciate me. This is the type of thinking. I am worship worthy feeling in my. எல்லாரும் மாலை போடணும், எனக்கு அப்படியே தலை பெண்ட் பண்ணி முன்னாடி அப்படி எல்லாம் இருக்கு. நாத்தி மானிதா அத்ரோஹ. ஓவர் டோட்டல் 26. Enough? Arjuna, all these are abhijatasya bhavanti. These belong to a person who is born with. Abhijatasya means because of purva janma samskara, he is born with these qualities by birth. Janmataha agacchati iti abhijatasya. See, there are two options. Either you are not born with these virtues, 26 virtues. இப்படியே தலாடின்னு இருக்கும் முன்னாடி. If you are not born, suppose if you are not born with these 26 virtues, doesn't matter, deliberately you cultivate. Okay, now you cultivate slowly, one by one. Just as you are putting manure to your plants in your house, pouring water, manure, taking care of them and removing that weeds and all. How you are doing? Like that you can work for them and you develop deliberately. Suppose you are born with them because you have completed karma yoga, everything in previous janma itself, by birth itself, naturally, spontaneously you are having maximum of these virtues. What are all not there, you develop. Suppose you are having 26 virtues, you wonderful, and good prarabdha. This is your good prarabdha, my good prarabdha, society good prarabdha. Mukhyama society ku sollano. Emu theriyuma? Society only suffer more. If an animal man is there in the society, society suffers. Very difficult. All terrorists are like, human beings, animals in human form. You cannot control them, you cannot handle them. Very difficult. They kill so many people. You want to catch that militant or terrorist, you have to kill so many people. And otherwise you cannot catch that person. He is under the protection of so many people. People are there in front of him. He is hiding. To catch him, you have to kill so many people. That's what Arjuna is going to do here. Duryodhana is one person who is troubling the whole society there. And you are not able to tell them. So, Duryodhana destroyed, because of him so many people died. Finally he went to hide in water. So after his death, before his death, there so many people have to die because of one animal nature person. How horrible, no? They will take a lot of people's lives now. One person in the society is sufficient. But now you see how many people are there like that. But animal is animal, behaves animal, no problem. Human being behaves as a human being, no problem. Human beings behave like animals, problem. Now present society problems are all because of these people, human beings who are all behaving like animals, killing others. Very difficult. Therefore, the virtues have to be cultivated. Sampadam daivim. Hey Arjuna, you understand, either by birth he has developed, this is called inheritance. Tatala property nu sollala, Tata property, Kullu Tata property. Adi madri, this is called inheritance. Have brought forward from previous janma. By birth they come. In the 26 la enna irukku namakkitta paathu konjam tick pannikonga. Previous janmale irukku enakku idu irukku. Ippo enna illayo indha janmala what is my project na. Edho project alla pandrare nariya people. Idu nam spiritual seeker ku enna project anna idudha project. Every time is the project. Daivim sampatana. Sampadam daivim. This is called daivi sampat. He will be destined to be blessed. Acharya says, this person is destined to be blessed. It is definite to attain jnanam to this person. Hey Bharata. Next shloka. Up to here we saw this daivi sampat over. Now Lord Krishna entering from 4th verse onwards up to 20th verse, Asuri Sampat. First he gives Asuri Sampat, demonic nature. Demonic nature, he gives Sankshepataha, briefly in one verse. Then he elaborates from 7th verse to 28th, he elaborates. We'll read that shloka. Dambho darpobhimanascha krodhah parushyameva cha ajnanam chabhijatasya partha sampadamasurim. Asuri Sampat, demonic nature, number one is Dambhaha, means pretension, pomp and show. One commentator writes, Dharma Dvajitvam, he says. Dharma Dvajitvam means just as the flags they keep on the chariot, on the buildings they keep, Dvajam. This person, what he does, whatever good things he does, Punya Karyams, lot of charities and all he does, he publicizes. Ippade card vechi nirpar. Na idi panna. This is called Dambaha. A mature person never say, I have done this. I have done so much to this. I have done so much to that person. I have done so much to this organization. Never say. If you say, anybody says that I have done so much, he is having Dambha. That is called Dharma Dvajitvam. Publicizing his own greatness. Trumpet and ardham. Trumpet. That is called Dambhaha. Then Darpaha. Next one. Arrogance. Nature of insulting others. Arrogance is that which is of the nature of insulting others in one way or other, sometime or other. He is always trying to insult others. This is called arrogance. Commentator says that which is born out of wealth. This arrogance born out of wealth, lot of prosperity. So, garvam, arrogance varthaki nariya chances undu. Arrogance, because of wealth. Number two, because of near and dear people. Also, there is a possibility of arrogance. Lot of people are there to take care of me. Why they are taking care of? Yavad vitvoparjana saktaha tavan nija parivaro raktaha paschat jivati jarjara dehi vartankopi na prichhati gehi. As long as you have money, people all will talk. How are you? How are you? As long as there is water, all frogs will be there and do lot of noise. Once water is not there, no frog at all. Everything will go away. Similarly, as long as you have money, wealth, you are prosperous, and all people will come and ask. And they'll offer always coffee, milk. This is born, that arrogance born out of people near and dear. And the third cause, reason for arrogance is my own talents. Body, complexion, personality, height, weight, internal personality, knowledge, intellectual qualifications, gold medal, Padma Shri, Nobel Award, all these things are there, no? So arrogance, there is a possibility of arrogance. I am so and so qualified person, scholarly person, well versed in the society. These people do not know anything. Poduma? It is arrogance. This is what? Demonic nature. Asuri Sampad. Then Abhimanaha. Abhimanaha I will explain later in the next class. Time up. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.